Okay guys, this is number 2 from your stoichiometry practice test. It gives you this information in the problem, but I went ahead and wrote out the equation for you, and then I went back and made sure it was balanced. I have 2 Fe's, 2 Fe's, 6 chlorines, and 6 chlorines. Okay, so I'm going to start by reading my problem and picking out the information that I need to write within my equation. So number 2, how many kilograms of iron 3 chloride, obviously this is iron 3 chloride, so it's asking me how many kilograms, it's very important, will form 165.5 grams of iron, so it gives me 165.5 grams of iron, and 234 grams of chlorine, so 234 grams of chlorine. Now, that's kind of different, okay? This is new. It's giving you 2 given amounts. Why would it do that? The reason is because it's trying to throw you off, okay? It's really trying to throw you off. So what you need to do in this case is when you're given 2 given amounts, pick either one you want. Pick which one you want to start with first, okay? Generally, I just start with the first element that I come to, or my first given amount. You don't have to. You pick which one you want to start with first. In the end, if your answer does not show up in your list, then you have to use the second given amount and go to your product or whatever it is it's asking you to go to. I'm going to show you, for example, I'm going to start with 234 grams of chlorine. It's asking me to go to kilograms of FeCl3. So the first thing I do is find the mass, and I'm going to go ahead and find the mass of each part because it's possible that I might be doing a mass problem with each of my given amounts. Okay, that would be 2 masses. This is a given amount, and this is a given amount. So I'm going to go through and find the mass of each one. The mass of 1 iron is 55.85 grams. The mass of 2 chlorines is 70.90 grams. The mass of 1 iron and 3 chlorines is 162.2. Right? So how I got that right, you list. There's 1 Fe, there's 3 chlorines, multiply their mass, and add it all up. Okay? You have to do that part on the test. That's part of the work. So now I can start with my first mass problem. I said I was going to start with chlorine. Doesn't matter where you start. 234 grams chlorine, and I'm going to grams. The only thing I can go to is grams here of FeCl3. So my gram amount for chlorine, remember chlorine's my given amount I'm using, so it goes on the bottom here and here. What I'm going to is FeCl3. It goes on the top here. And I've already put it there. So in the top 2 places is what I'm going to. On the bottom, 2 things that I'm given. In 2 different places, the thing that I'm given. That's where they go. So now I can plug in my number. The mass of chlorine is 70.9. His coefficient is 3. I'm going to FeCl3. His coefficient is 2. And then the mass of FeCl3 is 162. I'm just using the whole number right there, okay? So when I work this math out, my answer becomes 480 grams. No, I'm sorry. 357 grams. The problem is, okay, it asks me to find it in kilograms. So from grams to kilograms is 3 steps back. So this would be 0.357 kilograms. Sorry, I'm having to write sideways. So 0.357 kilograms. Do you see that in your answer choices? Yes, I see 0.36 kilograms of iron 3 chloride. So C could be correct, right? I could possibly produce that. But then now I need to go back and check this given amount. I just want to make sure. It gave me two given amounts. So I'm going to use this given amount. And I'm going to do the same mass problem to this unknown. So I'll start with 165.5 grams of Fe now. And I'm going to the same product. This is what I'm given. He goes on the bottom. This is what I'm given. This goes on the bottom. That's always going to be 1. This is always going to be a 1, and this is always going to be 1. And so now you fill in your numbers. Grams of Fe, right here. See, this is why it's a good idea to write everything up here by your equation so your information's organized. You have it all in one spot. So you just pick your spot. Moles of Fe is the coefficient. Moles of FeCl3 is the coefficient. Gram amount of FeCl3, I put it right here. Okay? When I work this math out, I get 480 grams, which equals 0.48 kilograms. Does that show up in your list? Look at your multiple choices. Yes, 0.48 kilograms of iron chloride shows up. So either one of those could be correct, okay? On your end of course exam, it's not going to work that way. It's going to have one correct answer. If for some reason you're given two given amounts and both of the answers show up, you're going to pick the least amount. So the actual answer would be 0.357. If this ever happened, you would pick the least amount, okay? Between the two answers, if they both show up in your multiple choices, then you're going to pick the one that's the smallest answer, and that one's the smallest answer, okay? That's how you work out number 2.